Hello people, welcome to the Arsenal Art. I know it's been a while since we put a video on this channel. I've been waiting for the right moment to return. As I said, sometimes life happens and things happen. But obviously Arsenal had a bit of a break, to be fair, in between games. So yeah, I just took that chance to get other things done. But now we're back. Usual programming commences and Bukayo Saka is back. So what better time obviously to come back and talk about Arsenal Football Club. Some things today went very, very, very wrong. We'll get into that as well because we've got Real Madrid coming up in the Champions League. I think that's what we're all waiting for, obviously. But today was not a good day if we're thinking ahead to that game. But of course, positives first. Bukayo Saka's back. Gabriel Martinelli today looked like a serious player. The Martinelli that we know today, I think today was probably his best game of the season. And yeah, a lot of positives. Merino with another goal. And every time Merino scores, and I'm looking at him, the general play, the way he's just progressing in the centre forward position, I'm just thinking, like, that Havertz signing has got to be the worst signing in Arsenal history at this point. But yeah, that's a whole different discussion. Before we get into it proper, we've got a lot of other things to talk about as well. Not just this Arsenal Fulham game, because it's been a while. We'll talk about some of the transfer news as well. Arsenal, of course, linked to Viktor. Is it Victor or Vito? I can't remember his name, but we'll find out in a second. Victor or Vito Gyokeres. I always get confused about his first name, but yeah, we'll talk about that as well in a second. But yeah, guys, as I said, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Yeah, man, let's get straight into this video. Like and subscribe, all of that as always. Yeah, man, today, interesting game. Obviously, Fulham. We've got a really good home record against Fulham. I believe we've got about... I don't think we lost a game, basically. I don't think we lost a game ever. Something like that at home or in a very, very long time to Fulham. I know away from home, we've had our struggles there. Marco Silva, very, very good manager. And obviously, a lot of us Arsenal fans do enjoy watching Fulham because of their players. Iwobi's, the Smith Rose, Leno in goal. All of that kind of stuff. You look at their 11 here, they're actually a fun team. Adama Traore. And today, I don't know if I should blame Adama Traore for what he did. He was charging through the middle. Gabriel's running back. Gabriel's sprinting. And yeah, man, Gabriel, our guy, man, he pulled his hamstring. I'm pretty sure he's pulled his hamstring there. He went down straight away. And the Arsenal players, I don't know if many of them noticed what was actually happening. They just continued playing for like quite a while. Fulham ended up having the ball. They were playing. I think Fulham were like, listen, you guys didn't kick the ball out. We're not kicking the ball out. The ball ends up going out of play. And then Gabriel gets his treatment. But yeah, man, this is a massive, massive potential loss for us. If it's a serious injury, like the way it does look, when someone ever goes down holding their hamstring, that could be 6 weeks out. That could be 6 weeks out. Maybe we'll get lucky and somehow a miracle situation and he's back for the Real Madrid game. But honestly, very, very unlikely. The way Gabriel went down, very, very unlikely that we'll see him fit for that game. And also another injury issue we have here now is Timber. I don't even know why did he play 77 minutes anyway? He had a situation in the first half where he looked like he overstretched a little bit and went down and then continued playing and then again end up coming off for injury. So again, with Timber, we'll have to wait and see what's happened, because anyway, since he's come back from his ACL in the first place, right, he's played this season immensely. Like, he's been one of our best players, but it's been a bit insane the way he's been playing. He's been playing every single game. Ben White, obviously this season, has been picking up injuries because he... initially from last season when Tomiyasu's not been fit, he's the one who's been playing every single game. And now that White's been out, Timber's come back, put in a situation where he's having to play every single minute. And despite having, 3 people who can play right back, all of them seem to be picking up injuries. Or as I said, with Tomiyasu, he is completely, not going to be someone we can use until maybe January next season. So it's one of them ones with this position in the defence for Arsenal Football Club right now where we've got a situation where Gabriel and Timber both out. And also, for me, a little concern is, despite how good Lewis Skelly has been playing, he is looking, especially towards the end of this game today, looking very, very tired, of course. So hopefully in the next game, I think we've got Everton, I'm sure. Just give him a rest. We've got Zinchenko, we've got Tierney. I'm expecting a lot of rotation for that game anyway. The likes of Lewis Skelly probably need to be given a rest. Saliba potentially, I don't know, maybe given a rest as well. Not only has he been playing for Arsenal, obviously the international games of France. There was one game, went 120 minutes. I can't remember, I was watching that game, who they even played. Croatia. It's a Croatia games, yeah, they were playing Croatia. And yeah, 120 minutes, the guy's playing every single minute for France as well. So it's one of them ones where we've got to look at these players and make sure that, you know, they stay fit. In the midfield today, as I said, Odegaard, to be honest, could have done better. Could have had a better game. But it's at this point with Odegaard where let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. I don't want to criticize him too much. I don't think he was terrible. I know some people I see getting onto him every single game now, you know, but with Odegaard, let's give him a bit more time. It's one of them ones, like, he's not going anywhere. He's still a good player. And now that Saka is back, let's hope, you know, Odegaard really kicks on and shows us the form that he was showing us last season in particular. Of course, we have Thomas Partey here. You know, I don't even know what sometimes would say about Partey. He's existing. He's existing in this team another couple months and he'll be gone. So he's just here. Declan Rice always doing his job as well. So yeah, in the midfield, it is what it is. But the attack today, as I said, Ranieri, I believe that's another assist for him. So yeah, he got the assist for that first goal for Marino. I think that's just, this kid's stats already looking crazy for his age, honestly. Only 18 years old. But yeah, Ranieri, of course, you know, decent showing as well as always before he came off of Bukayo Saka. Marino again with the goals. And then, of course, Gabriel Martinelli today. Really, really good game. And that assist for Bukayo Saka was sensational. Also, even towards the end of the game, last 10 minutes before Fulham started really putting it on us a little bit more, you know, yeah, he scored a goal offside. He looked well offside, but it's one of them ones. The finish was actually good. And sometimes, you know, with Martinelli, when he does get in them positions, recently this season, sometimes that's not going in. So yeah, big him up for that. I know obviously didn't count for anything, but, you know, he had a good game today. He was beating his man, his defender, his man. He was creating the chances. And I think today is probably the man of the match, to be honest, even though I might have voted for Bukayo Saka just because Saka came back. I prefer not to speak, but it's one of them ones. But yeah, we got here as well. Of course, we'll talk about Saka in a second. Trossard ended up coming on way later. But Kiwior again. So this is the thing, like, now I'm thinking about Real Madrid, Jakob Kiwior playing against Mbappe. We cannot allow this to happen. This cannot be something that can be televised because this guy, like, I don't know what it is with Kiwior. He's not, what do I describe him as? He's not serious, man. He's just a weak defender. That's the only way to put him, just a weak defender. Like, even when we played Sporting, someone put the clip up and it just refreshed my memory. We were winning 5-1. I remember Kiwior came on and Gyokeres is absolutely killing him. And it's one of them ones with Kiwior, man. I don't trust this guy at all. So for me, yeah, Kiwior, yeah, dead all of that with Kiwior. Ben White, give him some injections. If Gabriel, obviously his hamstring's gone, he can't play, just make sure Ben White is fit. Make sure Ben White is fit and let him play. He can play with Saliba centre back. But then again, Timber. See, we're in a situation now because Timber, if Timber's injured, we're in a pickle because that means who's playing right back? Arteta will play Partey right back. We're cooked. If that happens, I'll be honest, we're cooked. So it's one of them ones. Let's just hope. Let's just hope the injury situation isn't as bad as it looks. But of course, we have to talk about Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is back. And honestly, it wasn't even a joke. Like, when he came on, you know, the more it was building up, even when the minute he stepped on the pitch, I actually got goosebumps. I don't know why. Why am I getting goosebumps? Like, I was actually having a physical reaction to Saka coming back. And I just think that shows maybe how much we love this guy, man. How much we love this guy, how important he is for Arsenal Football Club. And honestly, he's only 23 years old, man. It's so scary. Like, he's been at Arsenal, obviously, since he's a kid. But I mean, since he broke into the first team, it's been forever now. He's 17 years old, you know, breaking into the first team. Obviously, starting playing multiple positions. Sometimes playing wing back, playing in midfield, playing left wing, and then eventually, obviously, transitioning into becoming the right winger that we know he is today, into his best position and becoming this absolute monster on that right hand side. So for Bukayo Saka, for Arsenal Football Club, this is good news that he's come back. And not only did he come back, he scored the winner. So perfect situation for Arsenal, perfect situation for Bukayo Saka. So now the only question is, how many minutes do we give Saka before this Real Madrid game? Because it's one of them ones, we need him to be sharp, we need him to be fit. You know, he's still obviously not 100% today. You could even see it with some of the touches, sometimes losing the ball, which is kind of rare for Bukayo Saka. So he's not 100% sharp, 100% fit. So let's see in the Everton game, he might have to play 60 minutes, and then let's see what happens against Real Madrid, because maybe the first leg it might be too much to play 90 minutes. It might be a case where, again, come off the bench and then maybe try and impact the game. But really and truly, we need Saka. We need Saka, because look at our injury situation. You look at the Gabriels, you look at the Timbers, you look at Kiwi potentially playing defensively where we're meant to be strong. Right now, it's looking like it could be a very, very spooky situation. At the very least, we would hope Saka can play properly against Real Madrid. But again, I don't want to kill this guy, because it's one of them ones with Saka. As I said, the love we have for this guy, I don't want to kill him. I don't want to put him in a situation where, we put him in a worse situation in the future for his injuries. I know the sports scientists were all coming out, the Arsenal sports scientists saying, listen, he can't start against Fulham. He can't. Listen, I know we worry too much. We worry too much about Saka. But really and truly, we do need him. So it's one of them ones. Hopefully everything's in balance. Hopefully, obviously, the club, Arteta, take the best approach with him in these next few games. Because, yeah, it is true. He's our best player by far. So it's one of them ones. A lot of pressure on him and on Arsenal, to utilise him in the best way possible. But again, let's just say, big up Bukayo Saka. Welcome back. Happy to have you. We need you. Yeah, new contract soon. New contract soon. That's what I'm hearing. Anyway, guys, I wanted to touch on some transfer news as well. Story broken by David Ornstein of The Athletic now, and said Arsenal developing strong interest in Viktor Gyokeres as they consider striker options. So yeah, massive developments coming outside, from Arsenal Football Club in terms of who we're looking to be our number 9 for next season. And as I said, as we've seen with Merino, right? With Merino, he's shown us anyone who's half decent, right, he's gonna score goals. So imagine if you actually put a striker up front for Arsenal Football Club who can shoot, who's actually a striker, who can bully defenders by himself. And that's what you have with Viktor Gyokeres. For me, I remember in January I was saying, listen, why don't we just put a bid in for him? Because at the end of the day, he's ticking all the boxes. He looks like the proper player. He's got the experience in England, albeit, yes, in the Championship, but the Championship is a very, very, very physical league. So it's one of them ones. I looked at Gyokeres even in January thinking, listen, this could be a good option. I know, me included, I'm like the other Arsenal fans where we have this Isak obsession. We're like, Isak, number 14, the style of play, the way he plays, he'll be perfect for Arsenal Football Club. But at the end of the day, the money Newcastle are going to be demanding for him, it's going to be ridiculous. So I don't blame Arsenal for obviously looking elsewhere, because we do have other positions to fill. Today we're linked with the likes of Xavi Simons, we're linked to the likes of, I don't know if we're linked, I'm making up these links, but we're linked to Xavi Simons, that's for sure. We've been linked to him even in the past. But the likes of, let's say, Morgan Rogers at Aston Villa, if we want to put in a bid for Wirtz at Leverkusen, these sort of players, we need another one of those sort of players in our midfield to be another attacking midfielder in our team. Of course, Nico Williams, another player that Arsenal Football Club are looking at, and Zubamendi. So at the end of the day, Arsenal are going to spend a lot of money. And, if Isak is becoming a situation where Newcastle want 150, 160, it's obviously ridiculous. No, it's not going to happen. So it's one of them ones. I don't mind the pivoting, because as I said, Viktor Gyokeres ticks so many boxes. I'm happy to have him at the club. But let's read a little bit about what David Ornstein is saying as well. So it says here, Arsenal developing, as I said, strong interest in Gyokeres. Gyokeres has long been admired by Arsenal's new sporting director, Andrea Berta. So that's another thing. Berta obviously confirmed. We've known about it for ages. It's one of them ones. But yeah, Berta confirmed. And obviously Berta going to take control of the transfers. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is a huge fan of Isak. However, Newcastle have no intention of letting their star player leave St James's Park, and it will likely take a massive fee for them to even consider his departure. Arsenal have done a lot of work as well on Sesko, who may prove to be a more cost-effective solution, but it's unclear if they will proceed with the move, and he has other suitors as well. So Gyokeres is now becoming more prominent. So yeah, it looks like this could be more of a thing where, Berta is pushing it as well. So if Berta is pushing it, saying that he's a massive, massive fan of Gyokeres, I think this is something that Arsenal Football Club will probably look to do. You also need to think as well, if you look at Atletico Madrid, obviously Berta coming from there, their history with signing number 9s is normally really, really good. They know, especially physical number 9s, like proper number 9s. When you think about Atletico Madrid and the players that they've had, over the past decade or so, they seem to get it right more often than not. The only guy that I can think of who maybe didn't do well was maybe Jackson Martinez, and he obviously came from the Portuguese league as well. But in general, Aleti do a good job of signing strikers, and I think Roberta, I think he'll look at someone like Gyokeres, 26 years old, I believe, coming in to the Premier League with his experience, with his goal record, in the Champions League, in the league, as I said, in England as well. Look at the complete package that he brings, and I think he'll actually push for him, probably more over than a Sesko or obviously not an Isak, but more over someone like a Sesko who's 21 years old. Yes, he's got the potential, but he hasn't got the numbers yet to back him like Gyokeres does, for example. So listen, for me, I'm more than happy with this signing. I'd love to see Gyokeres come into Arsenal. For me, I prefer as well the fact that he is 26, that he is reaching or entering his prime years. He's about to enter his really, normally when you hit 26, 27, 28, you're growing into your body fully. You've got the experience, you've got the physicality, you become the complete package around these ages. You see it now with Ousmane Dembele at PSG. These are the ages that are really, really, key for an attacker. So for me, 100% bring in Viktor Gyokeres. Now, just to wrap up the video, of course, we'll look at the Premier League table as always. I know the Premier League title is going to be something. Listen, if we somehow won this title, it would be it would be the craziest collapse of all time by Liverpool Football Club. But yeah, 9 points behind now. 9 points behind. Obviously, played a game more. Liverpool do have Everton to play. So listen, if Everton want to do us a favour, beat Liverpool for us, and then 9 points, we go to Anfield. You never know. Like, it's very unlikely, but at the end of the day, maybe just put some pressure on, have a little bit of a title race. I think that would be good for the Premier League, because right now, I don't even know how Liverpool, well, I do know how Liverpool have gone. They've been playing well, but it's one of them ones with the Arsenal Football Club. We let ourselves down this season big time, but it's one of them ones, 9 points behind. It is what it is. We just have to win every single game until the end of the season, and then hope that Liverpool drop so many points. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's one of them ones. We'll see. Title's probably done anyway, but we just need to keep winning. At least make something of this Premier League, title race or season, or whatever you want to call it. But again, it's all on that Real Madrid 2 games, man. Them 2 games against Real Madrid. It's all on that. If we can somehow get past Real Madrid, that would absolutely be monumentous. That would be so massive if we could somehow get past Real Madrid, especially with the issues we've had with our squad, the injuries, and of course, it's Real Madrid and they're flying in terms of the players they've got, the Mbappes, the Bellinghams, the Vinnies, Rigo, and on the bench, the Brahim Diaz, the Endricks, the Gullers, Valverde. Like, every player you list off Real Madrid's team is just mad. It's mad. So, listen, you have to put in the performance of our lives against Real Madrid in both games, and hopefully we make something of it. And if we can get past them, you never know. The Champions League is a cup competition at the end of the day. But so far for Arsenal Football Club, we're doing what we have to do till the end of the season. But it looks like, as I said, with the Gyokeres, with the links for next season, again, this summer is bigger than ever before. We need to get this summer right and then really kick on once again, because this season is so far massive missed opportunity, but we've still got a chance to make it right for next season. But anyway, guys, let's just leave it there. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and more content will be coming as per usual, hopefully. But anyway, guys, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll be back with you guys next time. Peace.